Today is our first Math Journal Monday. Our learning target is to identify relevant and irrelevant information in word problems. Annotating word problems. This is the method that we're going to use to find that relevant and irrelevant information. So what exactly does that mean, you ask? Well, believe it or not, you take annotations in your language arts class, usually in the form of little notes to yourself in the margins. And those little notes help you remember important information while you read. It's not too much different in math class. We just have a slightly different goal. I like to use the acronym BUCK, B-U-C-K. We're going to box the main question, underline the important information needed to solve the problem, circle important vocabulary words used in the problem, and then knock out any information you don't need or that is not important by crossing it out. So let's go ahead and add these notes to our slide. Our first one, we are going to box. We're going to box the main question. We're going to box that main question. That's the first thing we want to do in our problem. The second thing we're going to do is underline the important information that we need to solve the problem. Underline the important information. Important information. Don't forget, if you need to, you can always pause me and go as slow as you need to. Never hesitate to pause. So we're going to underline important information. Third, we're going to circle the important vocabulary words that are used in the problem. Circle the important vocabulary words. Vocabulary. We're going to circle these. Lastly, we're going to knock out any information that we don't need. We're going to knock out any information we do not need. Do not need. And we're going to mark it out. Boom. Anything we do not need. It might still be interesting, but it's just not needed in order to find the solution to our problem. So let's take a look at some of this in a sample problem on slide 3. Oh, there we go. So Ivan is putting books in his bookcase. He has already put 24 books in the bookcase, but he has 225 books. How many more books does he have to put in the bookcase? Let's box the main question. Ivan is putting books away. He already put 74, but he has 225 altogether. How many more books does he have to put in his bookcase? One of the easiest ways to find the question in a word problem is to look for our question mark and our question words. So this is our question. How many more books does he have to put on the bookshelf? How many more books does he have? That's the question they want us to answer. Second, let's underline the important information that they give us. He's putting bookshelves in his bookcase. He has put away 74 books. Ooh, that's important. But he has 225. That's also very important. Number 3, we're going to circle vocabulary words. Important vocabulary words. What exactly does that mean? Important vocabulary words. Well, those are the words that tell us maybe something mathematical or a process. So he has already put 74 books. That's definitely an important word. So our vocabulary words in our word problems, they might not be big, fancy mathematical words. They could be simple words like already. That tells us that it already happened. It happened in the past. So he already put 74 books on the bookcase. He did that. But he has 225 books. That's kind of important, this phrase right here, but he has. But he has. So he already, in the past, he put away 74 books, but he has 225 books. So this tells me, but he has a lot of books, but he's only put 74 books away. Knock out any information we don't need. It's unimportant at this moment. Well, there's not any big piece of information we don't need, but it's background knowledge. So we don't need at the moment this whole first line. Yes, it tells us what he's doing, but does that knowledge help us answer the question? How many more books? It does not. All right. So this step you're not going to have to do on your problems, but I'm just going to complete this and show you how this works. So he has already put 74 books in the bookcase, but he does have 225 books. How many more books does he need to put on the bookcase? If he already did something, let's think mathematical operations. What are our math operations? We have multiply, divide, add, and subtract. Trust me, there are a lot more, but these are our basics. We use these the most often in everyday life. If I already did something, do I need to multiply my event and do more of it? If I already did it, can I divide some of it away? Am I adding to my to-do list, or am I subtracting from my to-do list? If I already did it, it means I am subtracting. I get to take away from my to-do list. So already means I can take it off my list, minus $74. So now we need to figure out, what are we subtracting $74 from? Look at our important information. But he has, that must be our beginning spot. But he has $225. So that's where I started. 225. So he has $225, but he already put away 74. If you do that math, you can find the answer to this problem, and you can tell me how many books he has left to put away. And I'll let you do that on your own. Let's look at one more. Amber has 36 Smarties to share among herself and her friends. How many Smarties will each of them receive? Step 1, box the main question. Remember, the question oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes our question will begin with a questioning word and end in a question mark. So this is our question. How many Smarties? How many Smarties will each of them get? There's our question. Step 2, underline. We want to underline the important information that we need to solve this question. Amber has 36 Smarties that she wants to share among herself and 3 friends. Step 3, circle the important vocabulary words. Amber has 36 Smarties to share. Sharing. That's a really important vocabulary word. Hint, that's going to help us decide what math we can use to solve it. So Amber has 36 Smarties to share among herself and 3 friends. Among herself and 3 friends. That tells us something very important as well. 4, knock out any information you do not need or that is not important by crossing it out. This problem is pretty concise Concise means it does not use a whole lot of words. So there's not much left over. But there are a few things that we don't need to solve this problem. We don't need to know that it was Amber with 36 Smarties. It's a fun detail. I would like to know who wants to share Smarties because I would like some Smarties as well. But we don't need that to answer the question, how many Smarties will each of them receive? So that is our annotation. Your assignment for today is to do questions 3 through 6. So those are start on slide 7. So I want you to annotate using our method. You want to box, underline, circle, and then knock out anything that's not important to solve the problem. Again, you are going to do all 4 steps of buck. Box, underline, circle, knock out. For question 3, and then up here, that's where you go to the next slide, 4, 5, and 6. Once you are done with this assignment, you need to turn it in. You do not need to share it with me. You don't have to do this. No. Just close out your assignment, go back to our Google Classroom, and when you look at the assignment, when you click on View Assignment, there is a Turn In button. If you have any assignments that say that they are still missing or they are late, it's because you just need to hit the Turn In Assignment button on the assignment page. Where is the assignment page? 1. Go to the Google Classroom stream. Let's go to hours. Or one of ours. I'm going to just pick a random one. So you click on your Google Classroom and it takes you to our stream. Scroll over to Classwork tab. And then go to the week you want to look at. Anything that has this little clipboard, that's an assignment. You click on it, and there's the View Assignment button. When you click the View Assignment button, it opens it up, and in the top right corner, there is one that says Turn In, and you're just going to click that assignment to turn it in to me. All right, good luck, guys.